I know.
Wait, are those jokes wrong? All right, I just want to make sure. Oh, wow. Okay. Everybody sounds good. Oh, man.
Gain button's working good. The gain.
The
most important button.
Yeah, so I didn't know. You know, when you start messing with this stuff, there's a volume, right? Yeah. And there's a gain. Yeah. And you start to, you think, okay, volume is what's important. No, it's not really. Volume is just volume. Gain is where it's at, man.
It's where it's at.
So you've actually figured out some things on the board?
On the board? Just, with the tiniest little bit. It's kind of funny. I get a little bit better every time, but not really better. Because then I forget something. Because most of the time when we're doing this, I'm drunk, right? And I'm trying to figure out how to do this well drunk. Yeah. But now I just realized, since we never edit, we never do anything, I'm just going to press start. Yeah. I'm going to press end, and it will make my life a lot easier. Exactly. Okay? See? And Teddy, you know why nobody can hear you? Because you're 7 miles away from your microphone. I swear to God, it's every time. Why don't you just move your mic to the end of the table instead of leaning over like you're hunching over a wiener?
Which wiener are you talking about?
Is there a certain wiener that you have to hunch over?
Well, some wieners you want to get closer to than others.
I looked up the definition.
No one wants that.
I looked up
not me personally, just
okay. People in general.
In general, yeah.
I looked up the definition of gain, and they used the word knob a lot.
You dick! I just spit my beer all. You total. You know what? Oh, you guys. Right, now ramble on while I go clean up. You dick.
We'll ramble on. He literally
son of a bitch
spit his beer out, and then he slammed his beer down, and it's overflowing.
Oh yeah,
like Mount Vesuvius.
So he just compounded. Damn it! I see that. That's a good beer. That's too bad.
Right.
It's unfortunate.
It's
one of my good towels that I use only for masturbating.
You can only get that beer in Wisconsin. It's crispy. That towel is crispy.
Oh, you guys suck, man. You know what? If I knew how to edit, I would edit all of this out.
You have boys, don't you?
I have a boy.
Yeah.
And a girl.
A boy. You've never had to wash a crusty sock?
Nope.
That you know of?
No. I guess he's been respectful.
Yeah. I know. I never really understood that. You've never masturbated into a sock, have you?
Absolutely not.
No.
It's ridiculous.
I know.
I'm ready to
I
move
agree.
on.
I do agree.
Like
they show that all the time.
Like an Under Armour sock or an Adidas sock or a Nike sock.
Yeah, they show that all the time.
Oh, are we dropping? Are we dropping sponsor? Are we dropping sponsor stuff right here? I like that. Okay. Here's something weird. Before we get started, I shaved with a regular razor, not an electric razor, right? And I did it because we were talking with some guys, and I'm just like, and I don't know how we got on shaving, and I'm just like, yeah, I use an electric razor. I got one of those real nice ones. And he goes, men don't do that. That's for women. I'm like, no, it's a guy's razor. You know. He goes, no, a real man shaves with a shaving cream and stuff. And I'm just like, no, they don't. And then he doesn't see me.
You, yeah.
He guilted me into it. But
it's good, right?
I do feel a little bit better.
I tried an electric razor one time, and it feels like it just pulls, it feels like it's tweezers pulling the hair out of my face. I couldn't use it. I'm like, this is
my
bad.
father used an electric razor every day of his life, or every other day. He'd sit at the kitchen table with a mirror and be shaving. And so when I started shaving, I tried it, and my face would just break out. So I went to a manual razor. I've never gone back.
Yeah.
It's funny because there's all these commercials for Shave Club, your razor. I didn't know this was such a big deal that men had such a hard time with their.
What's that
razors.
What's that Manscape? I keep seeing those ads for Manscape.
Oh,
I think
Pete
that's
Davidson.
That's your nerds, isn't that for your nerds?
Oh, is that what that's?
Is it manscaping shaving your balls?
No,
and stuff?
I mean they have the really fancy trimmers where you can edge your
Oh, you mean
side.
for guys that actually give a shit?
Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore.
He actually says he uses it for both.
Yeah.
For his face and his ass?
That's what the commercial says.
You know what? Only Pete Davidson would use the same razor and same everything for his face and his ass.
He actually says, I have two, one for up here and one for down there. And he goes,
oh, okay.
Just kidding, I only have one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good. I was believing him for a second there.
Hold on. This is a guy who bangs a Kardashian. It doesn't matter what he puts where; it's all getting mixed up. Once you're with her, it's probably just he's got. You know how many guys' balls he's shaving with? Oh, that is so gross. All right, are we ready to get this party started?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's try it. My name is Matt, and I will be here to guide you through the turbulent waters that are the Real Three Idiots podcast. Across from me is the effervescent and vivacious Teddy.
Hey, happy Friday and welcome to episode number 28.
Yeah, 28. And everybody said after one, we'd be too drunk and break everything, and it would never go on.
Well, you know what? We're like Virginia Slims. We've come a long way, baby.
A reference that none of our audience got.
No,
Google it.
Probably most of the people.
I got it.
Yeah. Well, that's when you could advertise cigarettes, which have not gone down in how many people are smoking, right? There's actually more, and all that vaping, it's actually better than it ever was, and we all know that it kills you.
Well, vaping's actually worse than smoking cigarettes. You're better off smoking unfiltered, like Pall Malls or Camels or something.
That's true. That is very true.
Kent's.
Okay. Kent's. Wow. Do they still make Kent cigarettes?
I don't think so.
Yeah, not a smokist. Okay. Yeah. To my left is the astute and knowledgeable John.
And to extend the metaphor, I will choose still. Still or sparkling.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. And joining us for the second time and promising not to share any more childhood stories is my lovely sister, Jackie.
I was a little worried about coming today because I listened to 2 weeks ago, the porn episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Wait, is that the one where John was belligerently
Yes.
drunk and was saying all sorts of fun words that nobody says?
Yeah.
But then you guys kind of came around last week, so.
Yeah, well, we had a
So
meeting.
I'm happy to be
We
here.
made a pact to
Yeah,
stop
we
saying the F word.
we literally, as Teddy and I listened.
There was an internal memo, and we said,
yeah, there was an internal memo. I was like, okay, we have to limit. Everyone gets 7 fucks, but you can't use them in a row, okay? You can't just go fuck. You can't just do it in a row.
You can't use them incoherently,
right. They can't just be-
gratuitously.
It's like the George Carlin rules of words on TV.
The 7. You can
Yeah,
use all
yeah.
7 dirty words, just not in a row and not in the same
Not
show.
all at once.
Okay. No. Okay. Teddy, you have been cleared to say whatever you want about the British Open champ Cam Smith. We talked to his people. You have 30 seconds. Any more than that, we'll be sued. Teddy, anything you want to say about Cam Smith?
Well, he's been jinxed because they officially said he's the best putter in the world now. He has a porn stash. He has a mullet. I think he flew economy back to Australia, and I guess whatever amount of beer he poured in the claret jug.
Two cans.
It was 2 cans that could fit in the claret jug. Yeah, so.
Oh, nar.
Wow.
That's my Australian accent.
And he's
oh, nar.
I thought we talked about you not doing accents anymore because they all sound exactly the same. Bad.
Yeah, you did that last time I was here.
What's his price to join the Live Golf Tour? I'm going to say what, $150 million?
His soul.
No, shut up with that. We talked about this. All the major companies do business with the Saudis, so don't give me that thing that if you go play, that somehow you're like okay with murdering people. That's bullshit. That's complete and total bullshit. So don't do that. But it did go up allegedly $50 million. It went from $100 million. They said him winning the British Open got him another $50 million, they think, and he'll be offered $150 million to just play like 8 times a year for the next 2 years.
Because his career earnings are $26 million. He made $13 million this year, and that's from winning two tournaments at least, or 3. I don't know how many, but he's number 2, and he's the number 2 ranked player in the world as of now. I
hope that $50 million brings him comfort as his soul is burning in hell.
Yeah,
already.
You know
then.
how you feel.
Already then.
So it would absolutely. Ted, would you have any problem? Would you have any problem with your soul burning in hell if they gave you $50 million?
Just make it $45 million, and we'll call it. I'll deal with it somehow.
He'll deal with the angst and the horror. Okay, if you are sitting expectantly waiting for Ted to do his tips for 20s, remember we are passing that heavy responsibility around, and Johnny is doing it this week. And I will tell you this: if Teddy mentions Queen or that song is better than the tip, you will hear a brief pause, the sound of a chainsaw, followed by the unmistakable wail of a man being cut into very small pieces. Do you understand, Ted?
Is that like that Scarface scene when, like, in the hotel where he cuts up his buddy in the movie? Cuts up his buddy. They go to do the drug deal in the movie Scarface, and they cuts him up in the shower.
Is that? Didn't they make him do that?
No, they made him watch. Like the Al Pacino character, like he went in there with his buddy, and they cut him up. They cut the buddy up in the shower. They were going to do the same to him, and then Manu came and rescued him.
Are you talking about the Saudis when they chopped up the newspaper guy in the embassy? That one, or something different?
No,
the guys who run the Live Tour.
I'm talking about. They just want to play golf, man.
You know what, Johnny? Hey, I shot an 80 today at Arboretum. Okay,
Nice.
Had a great round. Pretty soon, they're going to need regular guys on that tour. And when they offer me $10 million, you know how much I'm going to give you?
I don't want any.
Then I'm going to give you $1 million and make you suffer with $1 million. And I hope you're happy. Okay, before we get started, a couple of quick updates from previous shows. You guys remember talking about laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the show about laws. I recently found out a new one, and I thought I'd share it because it's very unique. Did you know this? In Missouri, a pregnant woman cannot get a divorce until after she gives birth.
I just read about that.
Yeah.
You mean even if she's not pregnant, she's going to have to get pregnant? And...
No. If she is pregnant, she cannot.
Okay.
She cannot get a divorce because there has to be a custody agreement. Okay, there has to be a custody agreement before you can get a divorce. You can't have a custody agreement until the baby is born. And what happens, as has happened in Missouri, of course, people who are pregnant who want to leave can't leave. And one woman was abused. A couple people actually were abused, and one woman was murdered by her husband because she couldn't take off.
Yeah,
that's a law.
Well, I mean, you could be legally married, but you don't have to like physically be there. You could just get up and get in a car and drive to another state. Because marriage is just a legal concept.
Right, but I mean, there's shared property. There's all sorts of things that
I would imagine that would end up going into some kind of legal thing that if you're not there with them physically, they can get custody of your child.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? That's what I assume. It's got something to do. I thought this. It got something to do with the baby, like if it's really ugly or stupid, right? Or possibly like a different nationality.
How can you tell if a baby is stupid?
Well,
Ted, what did your mom say when you were born?
Well, actually, it's funny you should mention that, Jackie, because a little world history for you. As you probably know, Greece is like the founding of civilization. So I don't condone this, but in Sparta, not the movie 300, but the actual real Sparta. When there was a baby born in Sparta, there was a committee of I'm sure all men who looked at this baby, and if the baby looked like it was sick or ill or mentally compromised, they would actually take the baby up to a mountain and just let it die there. They wouldn't kill it, but they would actually just put it up on a mountain somewhere.
Wow.
And that was
What?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
So in their minds, they weren't killing the baby. They were just releasing it, like just in case it could live. You know what? Every once in a while, one of these babies makes it.
Yeah,
we're
survival
okay.
of the fittest.
Well,
Right.
I mean, because in Sparta they wanted the best, the best and strongest people, because that was it was a soldiers type of society there. So
Okay,
that was a little cruel. I don't agree with it, but
Dude,
that's what they
a
did.
little cruel.
a little cruel.
just a wee bit.
Ted, you do
Wee bit
realize
cruel.
that if you were born in Sparta, yeah,
You'd be talking to somebody else right now.
Johnny and I'd be like, "Where's Teddy?"
I just think there are probably about I don't know how many world history listeners we have, but I'm sure they're all just cringing in all the facts that were just thrown out.
Well, here's my question: How
What?
many premature babies born like now that obviously they were of course allowed to live, or turn out to be like great athletes or strong men or just gifted scholars?
One.
Oh, just one.
The Native Americans, the older people would just walk out into the.
You're thinking of Eskimos?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Native Americans would just walk when they got older. They'd just walk out into the cold and just perish.
Yeah, because they were a burden on the society, so they would they outlived their usefulness basically.
Yeah.
So you think they just walked off on their own?
They did.
Yeah.
And just died?
Yep. They'd go into when it was cold. They just go out in the snow, and they say that's not a bad way to go in the cold.
Yeah, you get kind of warm and fuzzy.
Hyperthermia.
Yeah, you just get kind of warm and fuzzy and just kind of fall asleep. So
Okay, let me throw a
Seems
scenario. Let me throw a scenario out there. We are all Native Americans, okay? And Ted, you have lived past your usefulness, and then the three of us decide. I'm like, Jackie, what do you think? Get rid of Ted?
Yep.
Johnny, get rid of Ted?
For sure.
Okay, Teddy, leave your coat, and we'll see you later. And we just you would just voluntarily walk out the door.
Well, I think it's more of a function of society in the sense that if he can't provide for himself, he's too hobbled or whatever to hunt, right? So who's going to feed you? You'd be a burden on other people. They're not going to do it.
I'd just be like, hey, get some peyote and.
So I think the alternative is you starve to death because no one's going to take care of you, and so they just go out and do it that way.
Yeah, because it's a hunter-gatherer society. It's a hunter-gatherer society where everybody has to contribute. So obviously, there's somebody who can't, contribute. We're not talking about like a modern society now, but but I'm sure there's still like tribes out there. Certain Eskimo tribes or. I don't know, like Amazon tribes. I don't know, but there's obviously there's tribes to this day that are currently in the Stone Age, in remote parts of the Amazon and the world.
I think the only place you see the opposite of that is in extreme conditions like the Arctic and places like that where your daily life is at risk.
Yeah.
Then the tribes are like perfectly bonded together and they share everything, like everything.
Sure. Well, real quick. So the funny thing is, some CEO who's like 82. I can't remember. I don't know what company. Some tech company. He actually did assisted suicide. Whatever country he went to, he paid like $20,000, and they gave him like liquid Dilaudid, and they just put him to sleep.
Yeah.
In front of his whole family.
I have a friend who's Indian, and she says, when you hear all these different, like in Asia, the different viruses that go through, that some of them are planted and she grew up there, that some of them are planted to kill off the weak and the old because the population is so high. I don't know. I'm just saying this is not history, but what my friend says.
And I wasn't going to talk. I wasn't going to bring this up or anything. But you mentioned China, and I know we shouldn't disparage whatever certain cultures, but supposedly now.
But you're gonna.
Well, no. Supposedly they've found these grave sites or tombs with dates on them in China, and they have the Black Plague. So they know that basically the Black Plague initiated in China, and they brought it to Europe.
There you go.
Really?
That's that I recently read, but I didn't read the whole thing. I haven't done due diligence, but I think that's where they're going.
This is groundbreaking. We're making history right here.
Well, actually, what I heard during COVID, the height of the first COVID wave in China, where they wanted people to quarantine, they actually walled them up in their apartments. They actually walled them up like the Raven. They put the guy.
I was just going to make a reference. They literally.
So they couldn't get out of their apartments. So they basically were entombed in their own apartments.
The beating heart.
But wouldn't you die then? Because if you couldn't get out, nothing could get in.
Yes.
So
that's correct.
So why didn't they just go around killing them? I mean, I don't understand.
Well, it's the same concept.
This is the concept of putting him on the mountain?
Well, yeah, it's basically China's version of putting him on the mountain. Yeah.
I guess I chose the appropriate shirt to wear today. It says, "I'm not dead yet. I don't want to go in the cart."
Oh, Monty Python. I love that. That is what he's not dead yet. He's mostly dead.
He's not at all well.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last update. We have been espousing the theory that Vladimir Putin, oh yeah, Mr. Party, is deathly ill, but according to the director of the CIA, he is literally, in his words, too healthy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I assume that doesn't mean he's like Superman, but that probably everyone wishes he would drop dead and possibly stop this insanity, right?
Yep.
I could tell you a funny Russia dictator story real quick.
Oh, by all means, Ted, please tell us a funny Russian dictator story.
So Stalin, after World War II, he actually wanted to start World War III with America.
It happened so quickly.
It's true.
Stalin so quickly.
Yeah.
We were on the golf course and he was Stalinizing, so I knew this was coming.
I'll tell us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
Stalin wanted to start World War III, and obviously he was batshit crazy and paranoid, and obviously his inner circle was afraid of him. So they actually poisoned him with warfarin, which is the blood thinner, and they poisoned him, and that's how they got rid of Stalin. So
And you know what? I think everybody who's listened to all the shows, we've only heard that 6 times. Yes. So now we know it's probably true.
well, I thought it was Coumadin, but is warfarin Coumadin? It's the same thing, right?
Coumadin is
Ted,
like a
you're
blood
the
thinner.
only one that knows about poisons.
No, it's a blood thinner.
Who has any idea about that? I have no idea.
I was hoping for some similar fate for Putin, but apparently he is stronger than the oligarchs. And,
Okay, so here, let me ask.
And has a good food taster.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me ask you this though: if just say somebody gets in and whacks Putin, is the guy who's going to take over better? I mean, do we know this for a fact? Do we know that the guy who's going to take over isn't going to walk in, start flipping every button he has, and start pressing everything? I
Right.
mean,
Well, I think Russia has more nuclear arms than any country in the world.
They might have they might have a shot if the one guy if they can drag him out of prison.
Oh, the dissident guy. Yeah. I can't think of his name.
I think DeSantis would be worse than Trump. So
Yeah.
wait, are one of those two running? Are they running Russia now?
I'm just saying here.
Oh, okay.
It could be worse.
Oh yeah, DeSantis. You know what? As you know, I got into with my buddy Don. I got into it again. He we're talking about him. Like, listen, man. I go. Whatever's going on, because he thinks the January 6th hearings are just like all, they're all bullshit. And I said, you gotta figure there's some things that aren't bullshit, right? You gotta figure the. And I go. And this is what I don't understand. Why do you love Donald Trump? What about this failure as a businessman and as a person makes you love him so much? And his whole thing is that he's not part of the establishment. That's his only thing.
He is.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Part of whatever. He's a terrible human.
He is the most
Yes.
transactional person in the entire world. He never does anything for anyone. I mean, whatever you think about the January 6th hearings, he stood by. He swore an oath to uphold the Constitution and protect the Constitution and democracy. And he stood by while people raided the Capitol. Didn't call the National Guard. Didn't call anyone. I mean, those are just facts. All his fellow Republicans are calling him out on that.
Did you see it came out today that Melania didn't know that they were going on, that the insurrection was happening, because she was busy doing a photo shoot for her rug.
I totally believe that.
Her rug?
Her rug.
Like the rug in her house?
The rug in the White House. Not her rug.
Not her pelt. Not her pelt.
You know, I have
Wait a minute.
Not her beaver pelt.
Wait a minute. You're saying that there was a rug in the White House, and she was doing a photo shoot with that rug, like, this is the greatest rug. Look at this.
Yes.
Was she selling it? Is it just a rug?
She did fail. She was trying to sell some stuff on I don't know what.
eBay.
I'm not going to go there. Like auction stuff off for like a lot of money.
Like Christie's auction.
Nobody was buying it.
Okay.
Whoa, no way.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about Hunter Biden's artwork, which is very, it's like Pablo Picasso. It's very exclusive.
I mean, because here's her fans, right? Her fans are white trash, right? They're not going to send her a check for $50,000 for a rug, right?
Yeah, I just don't feel like anybody's going to spend that kind of money except some idiot who doesn't have $50,000. Yeah, I really
Can you imagine? Did this photo shoot go on for 2.5 hours? Like,
wait, is she? Listen, is she telling you she didn't know so that they can't ask her any questions? Or
I would assume so.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about any congressional hearing: has any congressional hearing in the history of ever led to anything that benefited the American people whatsoever?
This is mind blowing. I've never heard this.
Is your page? Like I said,
Yes.
Think of all the congressional hearings that ever happened.
Nixon got impeached.
Okay, great. But how does that help us?
Well, he had to step down. I mean, he was not a great
and
guy.
And a new guy who did a terrible job came in. Ted's right. Okay, you're right. Nothing is going to change. Nothing at all.
Just name yourself Ukraine so you can be sent $40 billion overnight. That's all you need.
Oh man, I don't. That's
just scream Ukraine at the top of your lungs, and $40 billion will come coming to you. But hey, the good news is
Matt's going to do it.
Don't even talk about the gas tax.
Oh my God!
Gas is down.
No, they're still talking about it, though. Like they're going to save you $5 a month if they temporarily suspend the gas tax.
I would like to temporarily. You know what? I'm going to have a mute button. I'm getting a mute button for Ted's microphone. And when he starts talking about all those things that he says 5,000 times, I'm just going to mute him. So you'll just hear, and then you just hear.
I like that.
That's a good sound.
That's actually a sound there. Yeah,
that's a good
like a buzzing
impersonation.
sound. Yeah.
Some elevator music.
All right, so I'm going to do our sponsor real quick here, and then we will get to tips for 20s, Johnny's tips for 20s.
He only took tips.
Okay, so you guys prepare yourselves for the awesome song, and I will do this, and I'm excited about this. I really am. Okay. Do you have friends, neighbors, or coworkers who are morons, buffoons, or simpletons? When you go to a family party, are you overwhelmed by the dimwits, dipshits, dumbasses, and dopes? Well, we have the answer for you. The Stupid Institute. At the Stupid Institute, we will fix the people that seem unfixable. No more uncles taking off their pants after too many beers. No more coworkers who want to show you endless pictures of their ugly kids. And we will put an end to the neighbor who can't stop mowing his lawn at 6 a.m. The Stupid Institute will reprogram those people. Stop being so goddamn clueless. The Stupid Institute works with all major insurance companies and will work in trade for those of you who need help fast. Don't let the incredibly dumb ruin your job, party, or walk around the block. Call the Stupid Institute today and stop those dumbasses in their tracks.
I'm going to have to call because I'm going to use one of my F-bombs, but we have fucking Thomas who lives across the street from us, and he mows his lawn at 7:30 every single Saturday and Sunday morning, and has since we've lived there. So when we had little kids...
Wait, he mows his lawn once a week?
Well, twice, Saturday and Sunday at 7:30 in the morning.
But he does it every week?
Every
You have
week.
to mow your lawn once a week.
What's in
Every
that?
week. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Ted is
matter.
the worst. Ted's house looks like a goddamn bomb went off.
It doesn't matter if it's rained the night before. He just like going through it all. It's
Obviously,
the worst.
obviously, it's like an OCD type thing.
So I'm a normal.
Maybe he needs to go to the Stupid Institute.
Right. I think I need to call.
I'm a normal human, and
Says the man who is on the show, The Real 3 Idiots.
and
Right.
I will mow my own lawn, and I do like to. Now that I'm older, I get up earlier, and so I like to mow it before it gets too hot. But I literally say to myself, I look at the time, I'm like, is it too early? You know, like I figure like 9 o'clock. You know, that's
Yep.
sort of the cutoff because people are sleeping
Yep.
late. You know.
Yeah. Well, just get an electric mower like me, and you can do it in the middle
I
of the
have
night.
I have an electric mower now, and even with an electric mower, I'm like, I'll wait till 9.
Yeah.
9's a good number.
Yeah.
7:30 is not okay.
Yeah,
No.
nine's a reasonable. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Because if you're still asleep, you should be getting up. So they're actually doing you a favor
True.
by.
I had the guy in the corner, Memorial Day, Monday, 7 a.m. He's out there with his 7,000-year-old lawnmower.
Gas. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course it was a nice day, so the windows were open upstairs.
That's the worst.
And it was so loud, and I'm just thinking, man, I have to go out and murder him. I have to go out there and murder him.
Just throw some rocks in his lawn. Maybe he'll break a window or two.
So sabotage.
Yeah, definitely.
So my buddy Don, he goes, go up to him the night before you think he's going to mow, and ask him if he's going to be stupid and get up, and that you can just run your electric mower over to him so it'll be quieter and you won't have to hear it.
Or you just take like a rusty railroad spike and put it like right in the middle of the lawn where it sticks up just a quarter inch. Then when he rides over it, it's just going to just shatter the blade.
Ooh.
Listen,
I mean, I'm not saying you should do that, but it would be sort of funny if it did happen.
everyone here is so thankful that they are not your neighbor, Ted. Okay, I swear to God, that is terrifying.
Or you could buy a speaker and aim it toward their house and play "Ride of the Valkyries" on a continuous
Isn't that
loop.
how they got rid of Saddam Hussein?
Dun, 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 dun.
That's what they did to Saddam Hussein. Okay, are you guys ready for the song so Johnny can do his thing? All right, Teddy. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
We all need some tips for 20s. We all need some help with life. Hey, Johnny, throw those kids a bone. After all, it's just another tip for them all.
That is awesome. I wanted to join in, but I didn't know the words.
Right, because you're not supposed to know
No,
the words. It's
I
got to
know.
be a
It's a
mystery to
surprise.
you.
It's a surprise.
Like your tip is going to be a mystery for us.
All right. Are you ready, 20-somethings? Here's my tip. It's like 3 tips. Travel. Travel.
Did you say 3 tits?
I remember that from Total Recall.
Yes.
Yes, when he walks in, and
yes.
she's got 3 tits,
3
and I'm
tits.
just like, okay, this isn't Mars is going to be cool. Okay, sorry.
That's all right. Travel. Maybe not to Russia, but travel. And much like Monty Python, it's a couple of levels. On the surface, it seems obvious, right? We're all, everybody wants to go on a fun trip, go to Cabo or whatever, right? But there are other reasons to travel. Traveling helps you learn about yourself, right? All the challenges and opportunities that result from travel help you learn who you are. They make you more confident. They help you to grow as a person as you overcome those challenges and make you realize what you're capable of.
Wow.
And it also helps you learn about other people and cultures. If you're open and willing, travel to new places and meeting new people that aren't just like you, you can absolutely make yourself an incredibly more well-rounded human being. And God knows we need more of those in the world today. So travel, kids, while you can.
Wow, that's pretty.
Wow.
That's pretty deep, man.
Were you talking about Florida? Because that's like a whole other country. There.
I mean, you could go there.
No, listen to me. Florida is another country. Everything. Listen, I don't even understand Florida. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, I think the country might be one state too big. Just one state.
Can we just keep Miami? I like Miami.
Oh, Miami is a blast, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Miami is so much fun.
Miami's different than the rest of Florida.
Yeah, but it's not full of hillbillies.
Right.
That's the problem. I mean, that's a good thing, right? It's not full of hillbillies. It's full of
you-
other people.
Where would we travel to? I'm curious. What's the? I always wanted to go to the Netherlands,
Yeah.
Amsterdam, the Netherlands, because I've never been up.
Iceland is a popular tourist spot right now.
Yeah.
Oh, so one of those good countries, not one of those shithole countries.
Well, I mean, I'm sure South Sudan is lovely this time of year, but I'll take a pass. Thank you.
You know what? The weather doesn't change in Africa, right? I mean, in those
No, it
places,
does.
like
It does.
But the governments do.
do they know it's Christmas time
Down in
at all?
Africa, yeah.
So wait, so they have winter?
Yeah, because when we went on safari, we went in winter, and which is a good time to go because the grass isn't that high, so you can see the animals better. If you go in summer and spring, then the grasses get pretty high, and you literally can't even see like a lion laying.
Were you
in
like on the
grass, so-
Were you in the Serengeti, or where were you?
Yeah, the second time I did the Serengeti.
Oh. Were you
But,
like in an enclosed jeep, or did you have the one with
it was
the
an
rangers?
It's an open jeep with
They
a
have the
ranger
rangers
and a
with the-
gun.
with the,
Yep.
yeah, with the rifles.
Yep.
Yeah, because you know how fast a lion can get to you, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
No, I don't. I have no idea. I've never. I mean,
They
any
can run-
lion I ever see is in the zoo, and it looks like it's been tranquilized.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously, because they
What's-
can run 50 miles an hour. They could jump 10 feet.
The most dangerous animal in Africa, though, is the hippo.
Yeah, the hippo, for sure.
Yeah.
So there's a ranger and a tracker, and the ranger, who's female, she almost had her arm torn out by a hippo. She was out walking, didn't realize there was a hippo near, and it charged her.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't get her gun out in time, and it just mauled her, And then the tracker came, I think, and saved her. But yeah, it's not good.
Scary.
I feel like that would be really scary. Like everybody was just like, "Oh man, I got a tough job," and yeah. When you walking around in an animal, a giant animal like that can kill you like every second that you're at work.
I think it weighs
That
like
seems-
I think
that
it weighs
seems
like
dangerous.
9,000 pounds too, because I think they talked about like animals that can kill a lion, and obviously a hippo can easily kill.
And for their trainings, they go out, they drop them off somewhere, and they have to go out there and forage for like a week or something, and find their way back.
What?
And, yeah,
That sounds like the worst job ever.
they like it, I guess. But I did have one comment though. Did you guys hear about? Because I wanted to get back to what you were saying. Did you hear about the pastor
Uh-oh.
who was charged with masturbating on a Starbucks patio?
What?
Did not hear that.
That was
Shut
recent.
up.
It was recent. I'll give you one guess what state it was.
Hold on. Not Florida.
Yes, it was Florida.
Wait a minute. So
Yeah.
there's a
Always
pastor
Florida.
Yeah,
sitting at a Starbucks.
on the patio.
Okay, I mean during business hours,
I don't know.
just jerking off.
Jerking off.
There's okay. You know what? Let's just take a quick thing. 3 places that you could jerk off and not get arrested. Just
Forest Preserve.
Forest Preserve. Love of yeah. Love
Bathroom?
Of forest. Bathroom. Okay. Bathroom at a Starbucks.
Your car.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why people have to do all of these private-y things in such a public way. Like, what did this guy think when he sat down? He's just like,
You know what?
whoa. Anybody else? Gotta masturbate.
Yeah,
These
Gotta
are
do
the
it.
perfect conditions.
It's
to
one thing if
masturbate
you're
right
like
now.
a 15-year-old kid, you're sitting there all of a sudden, boink, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Right. I mean, that makes sense to me. An adult man pastor who's just like, wow.
On a side note, I never trusted like someone who calls themselves pastor or reverend. I mean, there's always something like.
But that's the name of it. That's
Yeah,
the
I-
name
I-
of the
I-
holy person in
It's not
certain
like a priest.
religions.
Because a priest, don't you have to go to school to be like what's it called to go to priesthood
A
school?
reverend and a pastor, those are just names that they have.
Oh, man.
What's that? Like seminary school.
Seminary school,
Yeah. So I mean, but
Not to be confused with seminary fluids.
seminal
I think
fluids.
it's,
seminal
Johnny, I
fluids,
think
yeah.
sometimes
Maybe
it is.
that
no,
is
they're definitely seminary fluids.
It's not a coincidence that those two sound similar, by the way.
So, Teddy, you just don't trust people named reverend or pastor.
I'm saying there's a lot of good people who are, but I'm saying there are some bad actors out there who operate under the guise of calling themselves pastors or reverends to gain the trust of
Yeah, all of
people,
them.
to take advantage of vulnerable people under the guise of like, hey, we're doing this for Jesus or God, but they're sleazebags, I mean, for want of a better term,
yeah,
So,
no,
but
I mean that makes sense.
it's like
but
their get out of jail free card. Oh, I'm pastor. It's like you ever call somebody and you get the voicemail that says have a blessed day. I guarantee when you get a voicemail that says have a blessed
Yeah.
day, those are the worst people.
Or the emails that have like some John saying at the bottom of them.
Yeah.
yeah,
I just
John,
got that from a parent today.
John 3:18 or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
John 3:16. That's at all the football
3:16,
games,
yeah.
right? When I still don't understand that.
This one was like today. We got one from a prospective parent. It was like John 3:22. I was like, I didn't even know that.
You
I'm
should
like,
send
whatever.
back. You should send back certain Bible verses from the Old Testament where it's like, if your daughter's acting up, you can sell her as a whore to. You know what I mean?
Like
Those
Sodom,
are-
like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to inform you, but we had to do an eye for an eye on your son today.
Yeah.
what was the name of it? Jezebel?
Yeah, Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Jezebel
Call her Jezebel.
Yeah.
Jezebel.
and seminary fluid.
What in the hell? Oh,
Or
man.
just quote Bible verses. It is better to waste your sperm in the belly of a whore than on the ground. Things like that. You're like,
Wait,
thank
Yeah.
you.
is that an actual Bible
That's
verse?
an actual Bible verse.
I should have responded that way.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because they
I
don't
committed
want you
two
to waste. Because they think it's like life.
Right. Well, I committed 2 sins this morning.
They're like the GOP. Life begins at ejaculation.
Oh my God! I just aborted like 7,000 fetuses in the last 3 weeks.
What about the 10-year-old girl who had to go from Ohio to Indiana to get
Yep.
an abortion because she was raped by a 27-year-old guy who's in jail, by the way, under $2 million
he got indicted.
bond. Yeah.
He got indicted.
Yeah, but she had to actually travel to another state
Right.
to get an abortion.
So that doctor that did that is actually suing the Ohio attorney,
Indiana, I think.
Attorney General for harassment because she did something that's completely legal.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
And
stop fucking doing this, dude.
And he said that she was a social media thing pretending to be a doctor. And then said she didn't file the paperwork, which she did. So just full on lies, like most.
That's the way to do it, though,
Yeah.
man. If you get caught doing anything, just lie about it until, just
Somebody
do it.
believes you.
Well, and the people in Indiana were saying, we think he should go to jail, but she also should have the child. Like, who would think that?
Wasn't she from? I think she was from Ohio, and she went to Indiana to get the abortion.
That
Or
is
what-
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were saying like she should have the child and he should go to jail. Like, it's wrong.
What 10-year-old should have a baby?
No, listen.
Zero.
Listen, Johnny.
Never.
Johnny, this is easy, okay? I got the easiest way for you. Everybody who doesn't have a pregnant 10-year-old thinks that 10-year-old should have had the baby.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Until it's your 10-year-old.
Until it's your 10-year-old.
And then you start singing a different song. Yeah.
There's also the issue, and this is going to get into medical stuff way above my thing, but like with women who have miscarriages, they basically have to have an abortion at certain times, and if they don't, then that fetus can kind of leach
the residue of the fetus
and
can stay
it puts
inside.
their health at
And
risk.
actually happened. I think that was a real case where some
Wait a
woman.
minute. Are we talking about like a scary movie?
No.
Actually, this actually happened. This is actually a real story. So a woman, she didn't have an abortion. She had a miscarriage, but because she was in a restrictive state that was pro life, the hospital refused to give her not an abortion, but just clean out the fetus residue. And
Oh my
I think
God! You know what I thought you were going to say? Hold on. I honestly thought you were going to say the shit that's left over.
I know.
I honestly thought you were going to say
I almost
that.
going to say it too.
And
But
here's where it matters, and it's semantics, but words matter, right? She needs medical treatment, and she can't get it because you have all these. I'm going to use the F-bomb. Can I use my one F-bomb?
Yeah.
Because these fucks won't allow her to, in their minds, get an abortion. She has a dead baby inside her, and she needs to be taken care of medically.
like pieces of a fetus that is no longer
Whoa,
viable.
whoa. No, we are not doing this. We are stopping right now.
Okay.
No one wants to. What they talk about on the show today? What's the title of the show? Pieces of a dead fetus?
No.
We're done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving on. Okay, so now at this point, everybody's heard the story about the Indiana man who killed that active shooter in the mall, right?
Yep.
Everybody knows this story.
Being held a hero.
He's
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys 2 scenarios, okay, and then we're going to discuss a little bit because I got to see where you're at. Okay, you ready? So scenario: guy in a mall. With a gun, saves countless lives last week. Okay, he did. He was not supposed to be in there, but he had a gun. Luckily, he pulled out his gun while this guy was shooting people, and he killed that guy dead. And who knows, in a mall.
They said he hit him out 8 out of 10 shots and neutralized him in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
With no training, by the way.
Okay, awesome, right? Awesome. Or, let's do this. No crazy shooter in the mall, and there was a guy walking around a mall with a gun. Okay? So where do you stand? Should people be able to do that? Because he kind of illegally was in there.
He wasn't supposed to have the gun.
You're not supposed to have a gun in a mall, but he did, and he did save lives. But now, if there is no active shooter, there's just a guy walking around with a gun in a mall. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. You can get into weird scenarios where, obviously, if you have an active shooter situation, obviously, I would like to have a gun in my hand, or I would like someone else to be there armed, of course. But the problem at the end of the day is guns, right? End of story, no questions.
Well, it's not a deterrent because obviously, he's conceal and carry. Like I said, so he legally has the right to have the gun, but he can't legally have it in the mall. So obviously, this active shooter doesn't know this guy has a gun, and just happened
it's
to
that
be
false fallacy where you're like, okay, here's your only 2 choices. The other choice is, how about you live in a world where there are no guns?
So
or
that's
relatively
my
speaking,
thing is that I don't want to live in a world where everybody can just be carrying guns and
Right.
shoot each other. Like, who knows what they're shooting each other for? It just
right.
It's great that it worked out in that situation, but
And it's very rare.
Okay.
Right.
And here, I will tell you this. I am absolutely going to get some pistol training and get my conceal and carry because this you know we've had over 300 mass shootings in America since the first of the year. Over 300. And a mass shooting is just somebody with like an automatic or semi-automatic gun who kills 2 or more people.
Yeah.
Over 300 already.
I know.
We only had like 400 in a year last year. We're already at like 350.
It's other than the climate, it's the single biggest problem in the United
I think
States.
the media is part of the problem because what they talk about it, it's a 24-hour news cycle, and then there's these obviously mentally disturbed people who listen to it, and they're copycats because now they want their 15 minutes of fame. So
Well, they're all on 4chan anyway. But
yeah, but the point is, with the social media presence and everything, and the constant news cycle, there's somebody who's out there who's obviously mentally disturbed.
I saw a great ad today. It was on TikTok. It was they just put it up kind of like a pop-up thing in a store with it was a card display, greeting cards. Mm-hmm. And they were all black, and they don't show you the cards. They just show people's reactions to seeing them. So people are walking past it and looking at them. And then they finally show you after you see like 6 or 7 people react to them, and their cards like, "I'm so sorry your son was killed by an active shooter. our biggest our apologies go out to you, and just like a bunch of different cards.
No
right?
way.
Yeah. And it was like, that is our future if we don't do something, about guns. I
Well,
thought it
well-
was impactful.
Here, I'll give you one better. So Sig Sauer just came out with a new gun. Do you guys hear about this?
God, no.
Sig Sauer just came out with a new gun. Okay, now it is literally for the armed forces. Okay, it shoots bullets that can go through any known body armor. Yeah. Okay, this gun can shoot from hundreds of yards away, and it can be automatic. It's an automatic weapon. They have it out now, and they're selling it to regular people. Right now, they have a collector's edition for $7,000. I think it's right around $7,000. You can buy this gun. Okay. Now, I have no idea if you can buy the bullets for this thing, but the reality of it is, this gun can defeat any known body armor that any person can wear because it is a military weapon. And in a few days, it is going to be on sale in America. Now, ready? It's like $8,000 for like the collector's edition. But Sig Sauer said, the representative said, don't worry about it. After we have the collector's editions gone, we'll just have regular ones out, and we'll be pumping them out as fast as people can buy them.
Well, and people are doing like 3D printer guns too. Like, can they just like print that up and use that?
Not that.
Not something like this. I mean, this thing is terrifying. This is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen, and I can't believe that the representative from Sig Sauer is literally, as he's talking, is pumped up because they are going to make as many as they can and get them out for people to have.
So
now, who buys that?
Here's the good news. Is, and I hate tort. I want tort reform. I hate all this stupid lawsuits.
Mr. Tort Reform. Yeah, Mr. Tort Reform.
But they're actually making headway into suing gun manufacturers in some of these situations.
Yeah.
So I look forward to the numerous Sig Sauer lawsuits. Is that like Sour Patch Kids?
So Sig Sauer.
I look forward to the lawsuits against those fucking pricks. Can I use your F word for this week?
You can use mine.
Thank you.
Wait, Teddy's in a few drinks. Teddy's going to be dropping F-bombs like they're Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, that's bullshit. You're going to.
I just bequeathed my F-bomb to him, so now I have one.
That's in death, isn't it?
Before we get off,
I just lent him the F-bomb.
He loaned it to me,
and then he can give it
fuck
back.
you. Sorry.
I didn't lend you anything.
I'm like 4 F-bombs over already, so I'm fine with that.
Before we get off the gun topic, you know what blows me away is that
actually
the new Sig Sauer.
Poor choice of words, but go ahead.
Why aren't law enforcement more against this? Because they're the ones who are going to have to go up against someone who's in full body armor, and they have their handguns, and they maybe have a shotgun in their car. They basically have to call out a SWAT team in order to counteract these people with these high-tech weapons. I don't understand why they're not on the forefront of leading the charge against.
You know what? Honestly, you would think that. Here, I'll give you a funny one. You guys know Pat Benatar, right?
Yeah.
So she's doing concerts again, and she refuses to sing her song "Hit Me with Your Best Shot" because of these shootings. But come on, listen. It's a song, and it has nothing to do. I believe I've heard it a couple times. I'm pretty sure that it has nothing to do with shooting someone in a mall.
I think it's a pickup line. Hit me with your best shot.
Yeah,
I think that's what it means. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not,
right. I mean, come on.
Like a gun,
you know what?
yeah, so,
we can stretch. The problem is that we can stretch anything out. Okay,
Yeah.
Pat Benatar, you have one good song. Don't not
She's
sing.
actually got a few good songs.
What?
I like Pat Benatar.
You give me her second. Go ahead, Ted. Any other Pat Benatar?
Shadows of the Night.
Oh, damn it! I didn't. That came back and bit me in the ass.
That's the thing. Someone names an artist, and you're like, I know one song, and then you play like 12 songs, and you know the words to every single
I know
song.
all of them. Yeah.
Karaoke. You go to a karaoke bar, sing Pat Benatar.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Fucking dopey.
Okra.
Okay, so I thought it would be a fun idea, right? To kind of bring in a new segment, right? And this is called Person of the Week. Okay. And what I thought we'd do is we'd each nominate a person of the week, okay? And it can be for something awesome they did, or for maybe because they're a giant and unrelenting douchebag, okay? And then our guest, my caring and sweet sister.
Never been called that by him before, ever.
He wants to borrow some money. That's why he just did that. So.
Then my caring and sweet sister will pick the answer. Now, Jackie, did I mention that you are much smarter and prettier than me? Have I ever said that to you?
Never.
Okay, well, I just want you to know that.
He wants a lot of money, obviously.
Okay.
It's going to be more than $50.
So I thought it'd be fun. Now, listen, no one talks about this. This is something you guys got to remember. This we never discuss anything. Johnny and I and Teddy, whenever we're talking about something, and Teddy goes, "I got an idea for the show," and I'm just like, "Stop now. Text yourself so you remember, because you're drunk and you're not gonna. But don't tell me because I don't want to know." Okay, Teddy, you are first. Who is your person of the week?
Okay, I'm going to pick a dead ball era player. He's been dead for about 50 years.
A dead what?
I
Bell?
don't-
Dead ball. Ty Cobb played in the dead ball era. You know,
Are you
dead
picking
ball
a
era.
dead
Oh,
person?
I thought he said Bolero.
I thought Bel Air.
So your person of the week
yes.
is someone you could pick anytime for the rest of your life because they're dead.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If we're not going to do that, we're picking live people. Get back to me then. Get back to me.
No.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I
Okay.
want you to ad lib something
Okay.
that doesn't make sense. Wait, no. Scratch that. I want to hear what you have to say. Did you pick a dead person as your person of the week?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's hear it. then.
Because I'm
Go ahead.
suspicious. Okay, I picked Pee Wee Reese, who was a shortstop. Why is this funny? I picked Pee Wee Reese because I was actually reading his stats. I think he has like 8 career home runs, and you know what? I think he cheated. I think he was taking steroids back then. Somehow, I don't know how. It wasn't I think it was. They said it was flaxseed oil. I want to exhume Pee Wee Reese and test his fingernails for Winstrol.
You guys don't have to go because Ted wins.
You picked a dead. I would like to do Genghis Khan's third wife, Melania Khan.
The hairy one?
I can't fucking believe this. I told you the
he might
parameters.
have had 4 career home runs.
Somebody who did something great, somebody did something terrible, whatever, and you picked a dead guy, a guy who's been dead for what, 40, 50 years. Okay. John, Ted has set the bar, I'm going to guess either extraordinarily low or incredibly high, because it's going to be hard to beat someone who's dead and can't defend themselves. But Johnny, who is your person of the week?
My person of the week is U.S. Senator Joe Manchin.
Okay.
okay.
This. I feel like this is not going to be positive.
No.
Okay.
It's a hot button topic.
Okay.
Do you want me to get into why?
Yeah, I guess we got to know, right? Why are you nominating this guy as a person?
I wasn't
of the
sure
week?
if you were going to do yours and then.
No.
Okay.
Let's hear it, because my sister has to pick me. I mean, pick one of us.
The world is literally on fire. Literally. Right? Wildfires are racing across southern Europe from Portugal to Greece. UK airport runways are melting. London reached a temperature of 104.
Wait, is that true? The runways are melting.
They were getting sticky. You know?
Sticky like
The tar.
a sock,
Yeah.
like a sock that someone has masturbated
Yeah.
into. Okay, got it.
And our U.S. Senator, Democratic, so-called U.S. Senator Joe Manchin torpedoed Biden's infrastructure plan, which could potentially have slowed global warming and help us meet the goal of the Paris Agreement target of net zero by 2050.
Could I just have a slight rebuttal? I'm not.
I know what he's gonna
I'm not
say.
agreeing. Do you know what I'm going to say?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, I'm thinking number between 1 and 1 million. What is it?
Go ahead and tell me, and I'll
How
tell
does
you if
that
I was
affect
right.
the gas prices?
Yeah. And if they have a hearing about this, will it
Yeah.
affect?
Will the gas prices go down?
So in 1978 or 79, Time magazine had on their front page, it said the ice age crisis, climate crisis, because the world's getting colder. Within 15 years, the headline in Time magazine was like global warming crisis. So which one is it?
It's the global warming one because of the carbon emissions.
Okay.
You know what?
But no, here's the
That's
funny
how
thing.
bad we got.
But we know India and China are the biggest polluters in the world.
Nope, the U.S.
Really?
Twice as much as China.
I find that incredibly difficult to believe.
Weren't they saying that there was more COVID cases in the United States than India at some point, which I find impossible to believe, since there's 2 billion people in the size of the Bangladesh, which is the size of Wisconsin.
It
Johnny,
got to India a little bit late, though. Again, my friend who is from India, it got there a little bit late, and then it just ravaged them. Everybody died.
The sanitation there is, and the it's a third world country. Yeah, I mean,
that's what we said. Oh, by the way, Teddy, you can't say third world country. Okay, you have to
developing nation.
You have to say a country that wishes they could jump up in a second war.
What was it? That Trump? How did Trump refer to it?
Shithole.
That was about. I think they said that about Haiti.
That is great. You know what? Listen, love or hate Trump, when he called countries shithole countries on camera, I mean, come on, man. You just got to appreciate a guy who who cannot censor himself enough to not say that. But and then I can see why people love him because he said shithole country about a shithole country.
I'm gonna give Matt the credit he's due. You're right. China is the number one polluter overall.
Yes.
U.S. is number 2. Here's the thing I was thinking about. Each person in America emits twice as much carbon as each person in China.
John, I like beans. Okay, I like beans. What can I can't
In
help
other
it.
words,
I don't
they
eat
have,
meat, John.
They have more people, and that's the problem. But per person, we're like twice as
So per
bad.
capita, we're twice as
Yeah.
bad.
But let me
could
just
see
finish.
that.
Let me just finish to show you what kind of a piece of shit Manchin is. But this might actually endear him to you two because you guys love money so much.
I would do anything for money.
Manchin's campaign committee has $5.38 million of cash on hand. More than a quarter, 1.6 million came from the oil and gas industry, and Manchin himself has made $4.3 million since 2012 from stock he owns in a coal brokerage firm that he founded. He has denied that He's denied that his vested coal interests have influenced his policy making in any way, and he has declined to divest his holdings, saying his ownership is held in a blind trust, and therefore avoids a conflict of interest.
You know how many senators say that? I don't know what's going on. My holdings are held in a blind trust. I remember there's a senator. He actually retired. Bob Corker.
Yep.
He entered Congress. He was the mayor of like Chattanooga, Tennessee. So he entered Congress. I think he was worth about $5 million when he left Congress. He was worth $50 million. And like every time he turned around, like, hey, you just made another $10 million. Oh, it's a blind trust. I don't know what's going on. Usually when you don't know what's going on, your plumbing's backed up. It's always something bad, right?
That's your buddy Trump too.
Exactly.
He was taking a photo shoot of his rug. He didn't know what happened.
That is.
But here's the funniest thing about climate. I'm not disputing that there isn't climate change, but the people who lecture us about climate change the most are actually the biggest offenders, like Al Gore, John Kerry. They fly around in their private limousine liberals. Is that the term? They fly around their private jets lecturing us.
That's not. Listen. That's not a real thing. The thing we have to do is we have to stop these companies from polluting.
I agree.
We have to stop these giant companies from polluting. Okay, wherever they are. And this is what I don't understand. These people have to live on the planet that they are polluting.
And don't they have grandkids?
Right. Their kids, their grandkids. How can you so not give a shit?
That's what
that you
makes
are
them
murdering?
pieces of shit.
Let me ask you a question.
That's the thing I don't get.
Do you know who one of the biggest companies right now in the United States, who's one of the biggest polluters? You're never going to guess. I'll give you one guess, but go ahead.
No, I have no idea. Go.
You ever heard of Seaboard?
Oh, I was going to say Campbell's Soup.
The motor
I thought you were going to say Cabbage Patch Kids.
boating company?
No, they're the biggest hog farmer. They're like hog farmers.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
So the pig farms with the methane gas.
Oh
with
no!
the hogs
Don't
with-
mention methane because Trump loves to make fun of that. It's like, how does methane gas
Yeah,
hurt
but
anything?
whatever town they're in, I mean, just the waste from the
Yeah.
pigs.
Yeah.
It's just like
Methane,
it's just
yeah.
it just literally just
And again,
destroys the landscape.
Just one of the many reasons why I've stopped eating meat. It's all the terrible things. Listen, if you guys ever want to quit stuff, get onto Netflix, go to the documentaries, and just watch a couple of documentaries, and you will do what I did. Like I watched the one about
McDonald's?
Teflon, where you throw. Literally, I watched the one about Teflon. I stood up. I took all of our pots and pans that had Teflon in them, and I threw them all in the garbage. I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah. I saw the one about dog food, about all the shit that happens with dog food, and no more dog food. We got one kind of dog food that is absolutely safe, and then we got to listen. We make food. We make food for my dog because I saw all the stuff. Don't listen.
You have dogs.
Don't
forget.
I got fucking dogs.
Yeah.
You can just brown some turkey and rice, or cook some rice and brown some turkey and mix it up. That's probably as healthy as anything else.
Yeah. Then you can add green beans. You can add black beans. You can add carrots.
Your dogs had eggs today.
There's plenty of homemade stuff. You can
My
make for a
dogs
dog,
had eggs.
Your dogs had eggs for dinner.
My dogs had
In the
eggs
country,
for
you'd
dinner.
shoot a dog if he ate an egg because you're on the farm and they'd steal the eggs, so you couldn't have an egg-eating dog. Yeah, they didn't like egg-eating dogs on the farms.
I mean, my dogs only eat the eggs after we make them. It's not like they're going into the fridge and taking
But
eggs.
I mean, it was sort of like a taboo thing. It's like a priest masturbating on a Starbucks. It's foreboding.
Patio.
It's foreboding.
Those are
on the
so
farm.
similar.
Yeah, on the farm. On the farm. It's like, Bobby, what you doing on your farm? Get that goddamn priest out of here. We got enough of his
I thought it was a pastor.
He's putting his seminary fluids all over the place.
Okay, can I get to my person of the week?
Yeah.
So my sister can pick me and
Yes,
fuck all you
for
guys?
sure.
Hold on. That is not what I meant to say. Damn it. Okay. You guys
Another-
can all go to
another-
hell.
another poor
yeah.
choice.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're out of F-bombs, too.
So my person of the week, and this is we're gonna post this. Jackson's gonna post this online so that everybody can see it. It was on Twitter. Is the youth baseball coach from that small town in Texas? If you haven't seen it, I think he's the coach of 8 and 9-year-olds. Okay, so this guy is a police officer and someone who doesn't like losing. All right, now this video is awesome. So you go to our Real Three Idiots website and check us out on Twitter and Instagram and all that. It'll all be posted. So they lose. Okay, and now remember, this guy's a cop and an adult. Okay, and as they go to line up and shake hands, he goes up and he is now bumping into kids. As he's giving them high fives, he's grabbing their hands and twisting their arms, right? And he hits a kid in the head. He literally hits a kid in the head.
Is this all on video?
It's all on video.
I think I
and
saw
the kids are like, ow, he shakes hands so hard. And one kid goes, his high fives hurt.
You said these kids are 8?
8 and 9 years old. Okay. Now, listen to me. I get it. If this was the championship or the playoffs, I could see it. But it was a regular season game, and this guy could not lose. His team could not lose. I mean, think about how messed up this guy is. Now, thankfully, the league kicked him out immediately, but
he should sue.
he should sue because it's. I mean, he was upset.
Wait, who was the football coach? I
Yeah,
think it was
the
Steve,
priest.
Steve
Praying.
Sarkisian. No, it was and he was a USC. He was an alcoholic, and they fired him. And then they basically said, I have a disability. Alcoholism's a disability, and he sued to get his job back, or not get his job back, but at least just wants $20 million. You know,
That's
as don't we all?
Listen, I just don't get it. I don't get it at all, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, Jackie, pick a winner.
Well, my kids played travel sports their whole lives.
I know I'm gonna win.
Right.
I'm gonna win.
And like they're 8 and 9. Like we were pretty intense, and like our kids were pretty good at sports. That is insane.
Yeah, he physically
To do
hurt
that to
children.
children. So I
Thank you.
misunderstood. I thought the
Winner.
person of the week was someone who did something good.
No, good or
Well,
bad.
it could.
Right.
It could be.
Yeah.
They stand out. Listen, a person can stand out for being fantastically awesome, right? Or a person can stand out for being a complete and total piece of garbage.
And I will say right now, kind of to Ted's point earlier, the media just loves to just spew all the filth and hatred in the world, and so that's what you see all the time. You don't see
It's true.
a
Well,
lot of the good
so
stuff.
counterpoint though, there was the Texas. There was like a shooting at a 8 and 9-year-old baseball game in Texas, and none of the kids got hit, but like 3 shots landed in the field, and all the coaches jumped on top of the kids and like shielded them from the shots. This was like a week and a half ago.
I know where he's
Stop
going.
it.
Okay.
Stop it.
Hold on.
That should be
And
the
only
that should-
one-
that should be the
and
person-
listen to me,
people of the
listen to me.
week.
And only one kid got pregnant, so that was pretty good. Sorry. As soon as
They were
you
boys.
said it. But pregnant.
But I'm just saying, like, just to counterpoint it, that in Texas too, there was
listen,
some
listen.
people who did
Wait,
good
Jackie,
things.
you don't understand my fantasy. I don't know if they share it or not.
Oh God.
My fantasy
Hold on, earmuffs. Okay, go ahead.
is that Brett Kavanaugh gets pregnant. Someone puts a fetus in his stomach.
It would be
or
Donkey Dong
wherever.
Doug.
Well, not his stomach.
Yeah, do I like beer? Yeah.
I like beer.
Am I cool?
You say
yeah, of course I am.
you say rope-a-dope?
Yeah. I've got my calendar, and me and Donkey Dong Doug are working out all the time. If that's what you call working out.
Sir, can I just ask you one question? Why do you still have your calendars? Who doesn't keep who doesn't keep that?
Put
Okay.
it. Wait. No.
Okay.
Just let me finish. Put it in his body, and tell him that in 9 months you're gonna die from this fetus, and see if he's okay with abortion at that point. I'm just curious. I'm just curious what his feelings would be at that point.
Yeah.
Will he be sober or drunk when you ask him the question?
He's always drunk.
But here's the funniest thing.
He's too busy working out with Donkey Dong Doug.
The Supreme Court, like I said before, it seems like such an antiquated concept. You got 9 people who are obviously not the smartest people. They're just the political appointees. They're there for life.
Right.
And are you saying that so the buck stops with them? So these 9 people get to decide the rights of millions of people in the United States because they're the last
Hundreds of
stop?
millions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of millions.
Like I said, it's a ridiculous
It is-
concept.
it is a ridiculous
It's
concept.
It's antiquated.
Right.
It's
Right.
an antiquated
There's no
concept,
way
yeah.
9 people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way 9 people can decide for me. I mean, who's representing me?
Yeah.
None of those people are representing me.
I mean,
just like they're not representing you.
Ruth Bader
They're definitely not
Ginsburg.
representing me.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was 88 years old or 87 before she kicked the bucket on the she was there for life, but I'm saying she's a 90-year-old woman. I mean, even though I'm sure she's obviously smarter than me, but the point is when you're 90 years old, you should be retired. Just like you can't have someone who's 80 years old making decisions for the average population if the average age is 50. You can't have somebody 3 generations removed or 2 whatever.
Teddy, I hear you. Now let me ask you this question. Are you ready? What is the most dangerous place in America?
Wait,
Florida.
am I not voting?
Sorry. I knew you were going to pick me. Go ahead.
Camden, New Jersey.
Wait, hold on. Make it official. Jackie, pick your person of the week. Hold on. Let's just go over it. You can pick Ted's been dead for 60 years baseball player.
Pee-wee
Reese.
Pee-wee Herman.
Not Pee-wee Herman.
Pee-wee
I love
Herman.
Pee-wee Herman.
Okay.
Who don't?
He jerked off in a theater too.
I do
But-
know that. I just loved his
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Watched it every Saturday.
I know you remember one of my.
That's actually a little too good. That's a little.
Or you can pick John's choice of some kind of politician who did some dumb shit, or you can pick the horrible coach person of the person that you lived with for over 20 years. Go ahead, go make your pick.
All right, so for the positive person, I picked myself for that. The coaches that did that in Texas that actually protected their kids, they put themselves in harm.
Hey,
So you're picking your
When-
own person of the week.
I'm just pointing out a positive thing.
Actually, that's the best choice.
Yeah, you know what? That's the
So-
best
That's a
choice.
good choice.
That was.
All right.
I like your choice. Okay,
So-
that's it. No.
and- But in terms of who I would pick between the 3, obviously you know me so well, and I'm going to pick the asshole coach that was knocking down kids and stuff. Like that's just that's just disgusting.
And you guys are welcome to bring your sisters to the show and let them pick you next week.
Nice.
Okay? Yeah, whatever you want to do. Okay, so again, let me go back to this, and thank you for picking me. I just kind of assumed you would.
I didn't want to, but
And by the way, I didn't mean any of that stuff I said.
yeah.
Okay, so what's the most dangerous place in America? Johnny.
I'm going to say the secret biolabs where America is manufacturing mutant Ukraine soldiers.
Wrong. Ted.
Wow. Okay.
Detroit, Michigan, or Camden, New Jersey.
Ooh, those are 2 good guesses. They're both
come
totally
on.
wrong.
I was going to say New Jersey. You
Or,
picked
I'm
2.
sorry, Newark.
Doesn't matter.
whatever.
Chicago.
You say whatever the fuck you want. Wrong. Jackie,
I was going to say New Jersey, so I'm not really sure what to say now.
say anything. You're going to be wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Utah.
Yes.
What?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Midvale, Utah is the most dangerous place in America.
How? Explain.
Okay, because in Midvale, Utah, 4-year-olds are shooting at cops.
Oh yeah, I read that story.
Yes, you
I
did.
I didn't know where it was.
I didn't
though.
read that,
I didn't know
no.
where it was.
Let me
though.
set the stage, gentlemen. A guy with his 3- and 4-year-old in a car drives
Gentleman?
through. He was a fella.
You said, let me set the
Oh.
stage, gentlemen.
He
Oh.
wasn't talking to us.
Oh, he's done with me now because I picked him.
You picked him. and
I'm
it's
done.
Over. See?
Yeah.
Okay, people sitting here. Okay,
Right.
so there's a guy in Midvale, Utah. He's in a car with his 3- and 4-year-olds, and he's going through a drive-through. Okay, and one thing leads to another, and he gets the wrong order.
It's always a drive-through.
Right. So once you get the wrong order, what's the
shoot someone.
first thing you have to do?
You need to
Shoot
commit.
someone.
You need to commit a felony in broad daylight.
You have to shoot one of the employees.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So he pulls out his gun and gets ready to shoot one of the employees with his 3- and 4-year-old in the car. Now, luckily, none of the employees get shot. Okay. But the cops come and they end up pulling this guy out of his car. They ask him, "Hey, get out of the car, get out of the car. You know, you're in a car with 2 little kids and we are guys with guns and we don't want to shoot you, but we know you have a gun, so get out of your car." And he refused because he's thinking about his kids.
Of course, yeah.
He's thinking about his kids, right?
Right.
So finally the officers pull him out of the car, okay? As they're pulling him out of the car, one of the cops yells, "Gun," because his 4-year-old pulls out the gun, points it at one of the cops, and just before he pulls the trigger, the cop knocks the gun out of his hand.
Oh, my God.
Right? The gun goes off because I guess 4-year-olds can shoot
Did
guns.
it shoot
Yeah.
the dad?
No.
Oh,
it,
darn.
luckily,
Yeah. That would have been nice if it would have hit him. That
That's
would-
why-
that
that's
would have
why I
been-
love
that-
my sister.
That would have been a good ending. Yeah.
no.
Poetic
So
justice.
nobody was hurt, right? Nobody was hurt. But remember, do you guys remember that story where the guy said that a kid held up the gun and shot the mom, and
Yeah,
we
actually,
made fun of him.
No, actually, it just happened. Actually, some father who's playing a video game, ironically, was actually shot by his 2 or 3 year old who picked up a gun that just happened to be laying on the table because
Right. But you guys remember we made fun of that, like no kid could shoot a gun.
Oh, yeah, they can.
obviously can.
They can.
Right.
They obviously can because it
can.
happened right there, and the whole thing is on video with the cops' body cams as this kid tries to shoot. Right.
Yeah.
So when it's
But there's no intent because it's
I
a
think
4-year-old.
the,
Yeah,
I
but when
think the semi-automatic weapons are easier to fire than like a revolver because you have the hammer and the spring and whatever.
This I don't know, but when they talked to the little kid and they asked him, "Why did you do that?" He said, "I wanted my daddy back." Yeah. And they said, "Why? Why'd you want your daddy back?" He goes, "Because he had the French fries."
They got that party
Good answer.
order right.
Good answer. So.
But yeah, a little kid almost shot a cop.
Yeah.
A 4-year-old.
And the funny thing is, I mean, thank God it turned out,
But
that no one got hurt. But
that is exactly the commercial we need for why there should not be guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 4-year-olds don't have to go to
Prison.
Preschool prison.
Yeah.
Wow, what would preschool prison even be like? That would be so awesome.
I'm not going to nap time, I'll tell you that.
Could you imagine?
Look at Ted stopping himself. He wants to tell the story so bad.
Oh, I'm not
What,
bunking
Teddy,
with
were
that
you in
chubby
preschool prison?
4.5-year-old.
I was in preschool prison where they made you take naps. And I didn't even do anything wrong.
Ted, listen, you've done a lot of things wrong, okay? A lot of things. All
Can you
right.
imagine laying in a cot at 1 p.m. like this?
Yeah, I could right now, Teddy. I'd love that.
It's a DCFS regulation. They have to nap.
I would nap.
Wait, is that right?
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
The government says little kids
Up
have to
to
nap?
what age?
5.
Nice. I think from 60 on, you should also have to nap.
Yeah.
0 to 5 and 60 and over. Okay, so Johnny, you love TikTok. Is that correct?
I love it.
All right. Jackie, you like TikTok?
Even though the Chinese own it.
What?
Whatever Shayna sends me.
Okay, Teddy, do you watch?
I don't know anything about TikTok. I mean, I've
I
seen a
sent
couple
you,
of
I sent
snippets
you,
of it.
I sent you guys a TikTok today.
I got to research
I
it.
know you did. I didn't look at it. I purposefully did not look at it. Okay,
It's amazing.
listen.
I'm in a couple videos, but just like
The
like
only
workout
reason
stuff.
I might get into it is because I love controversy, and I want to throw one out there for you guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and set the stage here. A 28-year-old state senator from Rhode Island was kicked off TikTok, and this is what she said because she said because she is queer and black. Okay, that's why she was kicked off. Okay, now all she did to get kicked off was post an 8-second video of herself. And let me go back to this important part. 28-year-old state senator from Rhode Island. Okay, all she did was post a video of herself in a bikini, doing a handstand, twerking. That's it. That's all she did.
Doesn't seem a big deal. So.
Right. She's a state senator, Ted.
I'm surprised she got it on TikTok because they're so
Yeah, is it
ultra
so? I mean,
conservative.
so what's the whole premise of TikTok? It's just a short videos. Or like,
Ted,
what
she's a state senator.
no, but the whole premise. What's the whole platform of TikTok? Is it just
Yeah,
like
it's
is it like
just
is it
sharing.
like Reddit? Is it like what's
No,
it
it's
similar
just
to?
sharing videos, and they don't. It's
Okay.
not like it's not 7 seconds. It's not like
But the video
they are
stays there. Like what was that thing where you made a video, but then the video
Snapchat.
just
Instagram or
yeah,
Snapchat. Yeah,
disappeared. The
Snapchat.
video
No, it doesn't
disappeared.
disappear.
Okay,
No, but Teddy, this is a state senator.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now she said that her behavior of doing a handstand in a bikini and twerking is consistent with young millennials who are in office and changing norms.
Nope.
Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Sorry.
I'm not so sure that. I mean, I think that would probably resonate with some people that.
I mean, it
that
seems pretty
are
benign. It seems
fans
pretty,
of hers.
yeah, it seems pretty benign, But I guess it's you could say
Is
it's
the
in
problem
poor
that she's in a
taste.
bikini? Should she be wearing a one piece? Is that inappropriate as a?
Nope, that's not the problem.
So
And-
it's the handstand.
That's not the
And the-
problem.
and the
It's the
twerking.
twerking.
Yes. Here's why. And I'm going to tell you why. Once she does this, okay, and it's a thing, other senators, congressmen, and would-be politicians
Nancy Pelosi.
will be following suit.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. And I will fight to the death, okay? I'm not going to. I want to state this. I will fight to the death to make sure that Mitch McConnell and Hillary Clinton never twerk on
No,
TikTok.
I absolutely want to see Mitch McConnell twerk. That would be the best.
Listen, in his re-election campaign, you want to see Mitch
Yes.
McConnell in a handstand,
100%.
in a Speedo,
I'm not
twerking.
I'm not going to twerk anymore.
Yeah.
100%.
You sound like Forrest Gump.
Are you kidding me?
Another impersonation.
No, you know what? This just seems like a terrible idea a terrible idea that people will get into, and all politicians will have to do this.
You can't just pick like the perfectly beautiful people that get to do that kind of stuff and get away with it.
Well, like I said,
I don't want
I think
anybody to do it.
the punishment. I mean, yeah, you could say it's in poor taste, but I mean, it's pretty harmless in the scheme of things.
I think so too.
You know, and I don't think she should have received any punishment for that at all, personally.
Yeah, just
Well,
wait.
wait, what was
just,
the punishment?
Just wait.
She got kicked off TikTok, right?
Yeah, well, she got her account back.
Yeah.
She can make her own TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Teddy, just wait till you have to run for president, and in 2 years, okay, we have to make a video of you twerking, okay, so that you can get elected.
I got to hit the gym.
But
No, that's a talent though. It's hard to do.
So TikTok is
Oh
run
my God!
by.
We got to get on video. The three of us are the only ones that can see Ted, whatever the fuck he is doing right now that he thinks is
I think
twerking.
he's doing the robot.
TikTok is run by the Chinese, and they are ultra conservative.
Yeah.
You've seen their porn, right? They pixelate penises
No,
and
the
vaginas.
Japanese do that.
That's a Japanese.
I don't think
actually.
the Chinese have.
No.
I don't think the Chinese are allowed to have porn. I don't
Well,
think that's
still,
on
the
there.
Chinese, you can't do anything. If you say the word, if you say anything, they'll ban you. So you'll have
Yeah,
people
we have
like
never been
right.
heard. That's one of the countries
Yeah.
that we are banned from. Yeah,
Yeah.
we the Real 3 Days podcast is not capable of being listened to in China.
Sure.
That's
We're not banned. We just
They
can't,
listen
we
to
can't,
us
we
on
can't, we
VPN.
can't, we can't
Well, they
reach,
listen to us through a proxy, through a VPN. You know,
Really, I'm not getting
a couple of them, like 3 of them.
like a ham radio.
Okay, listen, guys. There's going to be a lot of people running for president against Ted in 2024.
Mike Pence.
Is he
No
running for
way.
president?
Yeah.
He announced that?
No, but he's on the. It's gonna happen soon.
Last night they were saying that it was going to be a Trump Pence ticket again.
No.
No way.
I'm just that's
No.
that's
They
what
are
they were
s-
saying after the hearing.
I think
No,
they're so. I
doesn't
think
Trump hate
they're
him?
so. They're so over each other now. I think.
Yeah, I think they're completely over each other.
Trump used him as a punching bag.
I mean, when he said
listen,
to hang Mike Pence. That's,
listen, I know. There's pretty sure Newt Gingrich is pretty sure he knows who shouldn't be president. Okay, and yes, Newt Gingrich is still alive.
Okay.
Yeah. He said that the person who should not be president is Kamala Harris because
say your name right.
She's a black woman.
Kamala Harris because she has a weird laugh.
She has a cackling laugh. She cackles.
That's white supremacist talk for she's a black woman.
No, she cackles like
Because she laughs funny? Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he said, though. That's what he said.
He's got to make up something, right?
Well, I think she's just.
So you can't laugh or twerk. Neither of those are okay.
well,
Have you
I
ever
mean,
heard Lindsey Graham
I just
laugh?
don't think she's qualified for the job.
I have never heard Lindsey Graham
Yeah.
laugh. It doesn't.
not
Wait, is it
good.
like this?
It's like that's like
lower,
Vincent
much
Price. It's like Vincent Price.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
much higher.
In Thriller.
Yeah, it's that
Thriller
evil.
Vincent Price.
Yeah. The evil of the Trumper.
Right.
Yeah. But no, so Biden is no good because he is old and mentally incapable. And we all agree with
Agreed.
that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now the GOP is distancing itself from Trump because he has some legal issues. And
Well, he's going to be 78 years old too.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's way too fucking old, dude. So Gingrich also says that Pete Buttigieg is a no-go.
He's. Oh
And-
wait,
and
he
you ready
laughs
for this?
funny also.
No. He said that all the airplane delays that have been happening recently are his fault.
Yeah,
Isn't he the one that was gay? That's gay.
he is.
That's their problem.
He took maternity
You know,
leave.
gay people have the power over airplanes. We all know
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought he couldn't.
saw that on South Park yesterday.
He could. When he was the mayor of South Bend, he couldn't even fix the potholes in South Bend. So I could be the transportation secretary. He couldn't even fix the potholes in a town consisting of 40,000 people. Just saying.
Are we really going to pick one thing that isn't great about a city and then say that that guy who's running the city is no good? You're not really doing that.
No, he's the transportation secretary responsible for the whole infrastructure of the country, and I'm just saying he couldn't even handle something as small as that, and that's a real thing, by the way. So how can he handle something?
Wait, so hold on. Were all the potholes not filled, or was one pothole not filled, and then 7,000 people?
Or was it
who-
propaganda?
Yeah.
It could have been propagated. We don't know.
Come on,
We don't
Teddy.
know, so.
But listen, Gingrich
You're
says
smarter than that, Teddy.
Gingrich says
the average
he
beaver.
knows who would be a great president.
Who would
Abraham Lincoln.
Tom Cruise.
No, he didn't say that.
Wait, isn't
Yes, he did. Tom Cruise. And this is why. He said if Trump can come out of being a great real estate guy, and that's a little sketchy,
well, yeah,
Tom Cruise is a great actor, and Top Gun is a great movie, and he'd make a great president.
Well,
That's philosophy right
there.
there.
Because you have to be a good actor to be the president. That's for sure.
So what makes
Yeah,
you
you
It's all
gotta
acting.
pretend.
Yeah.
So what makes you a great real estate guy? Like bankrupting 9 times during your career when someone gives you fucking a bunch of money? That's another F-bomb. I know.
I think you just ran out, Johnny.
You are like 5 shows into your F-bombs.
But here's the question. Does it really even matter who the president is? Because it's almost
it
like it's
doesn't
a figurehead, right? Because the mechanism, the Senate and the Congress are in place. So unless you're a dictator, they really don't have any power to do anything other than
our political system is broken.
Yeah.
We just need to listen. If you guys want to fix this, if everybody on the planet, everybody in America wants to fix this, just vote for a brand new person. Vote for a brand new person in every state, in every election. Vote for a brand new person. Yeah.
But I feel like that's what people try to do with Trump. Like, he's not a politician, so let's get him in. He's somebody different.
Well, somebody different who's not a psychotic.
Not a piece of shit.
Okay, so what? Whatever. Listen, if they're only there one time and they don't make things better, then don't elect them the next time. Just stop electing the same people.
Here's the problem. I agree with you. I do agree with you. But here's the problem is you need so much money to get out there and advertise.
Yeah. Again, the whole question comes down to why would somebody spend $1 billion to apply for a job that pays $425,000 a year? Why would they do that?
There's going to be a show on CNN.
Why would they do that?
I'm interested in seeing it.
No idea.
They're like, why is Texas so conservative? And it's like, is it because the people are that way? And it's a CNN special, and they're talking about the money. And they're like, there's supposedly these people kind of behind the scenes, like really, really rich people who are just donating money and sort of driving the politics of Texas. So I'm kind of interested in seeing that. But it's basically, it comes down to money. It always comes down to money.
But
here's what people really want. If I was running for president,
big tits.
You are running for president.
You are definitely running for president.
People want more money in their paycheck, and they just want to pay less for goods and services. And they want to have a good quality of life. They want to have good schools. They want to have low crime. And, honestly, it's not that hard to achieve those things. You're just not, what the problem is? The politicians are not willing to do what's necessary to make that happen.
And that's the thing, Ted.
They don't have the will to do it.
The president alone cannot do anything.
Exactly.
Congress is there to make sure that the people who are funding their existence, the lobbyists, get what they want. Right, so the oil, coal industry continue to thrive.
Sure,
as if you can call thriving, the fucking coal industry. Are you kidding me? But anyway, that's it.
Sure,
president's a figurehead, like you said. All the politicians are just worthless.
I agree.
The unfortunate thing, politicians are useless in general. But the unfortunate thing is they're beholden to whatever special interests or their donors. So you really don't have anybody. Just like the Supreme Court, they're either conservative or just like what. If the Supreme Court was truly independent jurists and justice is blind, like the statue with the scales, it's not blind because why do the Republicans nominate their person and the Democrats nominate their person? If you would just nominate the best person, they don't have any political interest at all.
First of all, the best person doesn't want the job.
Exactly.
Because we were just talking about this. Yeah. Like, no one who runs for president should be allowed to be president. I don't want that person. I want the person who doesn't want the job.
The person right now.
George Washington. Like when George Washington finished his term, they're like, you were so good, you're going to stay.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that's a king. We fought against that. Yeah. We have to turn it over.
Right.
Yeah, the people who covet it the most are the worst qualified for it.
Exactly. Okay, so here, let me switch lanes for just a second. Oh, this makes sense. This is good. You get pulled over.
How many blinker do we need to switch 4 lane of traffic? None? Good luck, everybody else.
John's and ladies and gentlemen, and scene. Okay. Can we have the next person who's going to do old Asian woman in a racist way? Thank you. Okay. You get pulled over for speeding. You ready? You get pulled over for speeding. What's the first thing you say to the cop? Hold on.
Spit in his face.
Johnny, very good. That's not talking, though. What's the first thing you say? You lost. Done. Ted.
No.
First thing you say to the cop when you get pulled over for speeding, Johnny.
I'm like, hello, officer.
Wrong. Ted. What's the first thing you say?
Why are you doing this to me?
Ooh, Teddy's getting closer. Jackie, first thing you say to a cop when you get pulled over.
Where's the speed gun?
Exactly wrong. Do you know who I am? Oh. That's the first thing you say to a cop, okay? It doesn't matter. As soon as you get pulled over, it doesn't matter how much power or influence you have. Nice. You need to say that and then threaten their job.
I think I know where this is going.
I'm afraid Maddie's wrong. It's a technicality.
That's the best question ever.
Here's the first thing you say to him. Do you know who my father is?
Oh, that's okay, Madison Cawthorn. No. Okay, so here's why, and here's why I bring this up. The Florida County Commissioner.
Florida.
Yep, Florida.
County Commissioner.
Yeah,
County Commissioner.
County Commissioner. Okay, not governor nor prince. Okay, he got pulled over, Okay, and that failed miserably
Oh,
miserably for him. And I
Me
think
speak English good.
yeah. No, I've been doing a lot of drinking, but I think we can learn from him. Okay, I think we can learn from him, and so we have to assume his outrage is, that he wasn't bigger or more special. Okay, so he's actually pulled over 2 times in 2 weeks. Okay,
Oh, God.
for doing almost 30 miles an hour over the limit.
In his sports car, by the way.
It is nice little,
Nice
very
car,
expensive
yeah.
car.
Yep.
Okay, so the first time he gets pulled over,
You say midlife crisis, but
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah. So he threatens the cop's job. Okay. With his favorite, this is one of my favorite lines of all times. He says to the cop, "This is a career-ending move," and he flashes his business card right in front of his face, which, by the way, just had a picture of him and a dick on it. Which is,
Was it on his forehead or in his mouth? I don't, is it just, was it like here, like he was upside
Like
down?
hanging
was
over
Was he
his
upside down with the dick
He
pointing
was getting
the
teabagged.
listen,
other? He was upside down with the dick pointing. His forehead's down here, and the penis head was pointing that way. Okay, I was just what?
listen.
verify
So
that.
this is the first time. Okay. So the cop lets him off with a warning. Right?
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't have done that
Both
either.
times?
No,
No,
I would lose my
this is the
job over
first
making sure
time.
he went to fucking jail.
Okay, the second time the cop pulled him over, okay, the second time he's doing 89 in a 60, okay, and the cop gave him a ticket. Okay?
That is also the what's the rule? Hazardous driving.
That's a
Yeah.
reckless driving.
Reckless driving.
Reckless driving. Yeah.
It's reckless driving,
Anything,
right?
Yeah. That's
so
reckless
that's where he
driving.
pulled out the line. Do you know who I am? Okay, he said, "Do you know who I am? I run this county." Okay, and luckily for all of us and the people of Florida, the cop did not care, and they gave him a ticket. Okay, so I think the next time I'm going to try to do the "Do you know who I am" line, but I'm going to do it in a different way. Okay?
Actually, no, I'm going to say, do you know who I want to be?
No.
I want to be the president of the world.
No, listen. I'm going to say, "Do you know who I am?" Right, and then I'm going to look at him and say, seriously, do you know who I am? I'm kind of lost, and I forgot. Yeah, and just see if I can get out of this.
I'll just be like, "Do you know who I am? I'm Matt's sister."
I mean, I think that's a universal turnoff for most Americans. Is that sort of entitled?
Entitlement.
So patriot.
Right.
Actually, the funniest thing, there was a lady on a plane a couple of years ago, and it was pretty funny. So I guess she wanted to be called doctor, but she wasn't a medical doctor. She was like a PhD. And people were like,
doctor.
I love
They are
them.
doctors.
She goes, "Yeah, you're a doctor technically," but she insisted on being called doctor, and they just called her Miss whatever her last name was. And
So we had a chick at work at my school, right? And she got her doctorate, right? And,
which is impressive.
It's super impressive. Yeah, big fucking deal. Okay, so she got her doctorate, right? And she was just Rachel, right? She was just Rachel. So from then on out, as soon as she got her doctorate, we'd sit in there and I'd be like, okay, we'd be talking about kidding. I don't want to say her last name, but I'm like Miss whatever, and she go, it's doctor, and and so there'd be like 5 people, and I'd be like, okay, I'm like, okay, what? And she goes, it's Doctor this, and I'm like,
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I was like,
Dr. J?
I'm like, I don't understand. Are you going to talk, or are we going to sit here and discuss how awesome you are that you finished enough school to get a doctorate?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if I do happen to win the Mega Million drawing tonight, which is worth $660 million, I'm going to you need to call me Admiral.
Listen, if you win the
I've always wanted to be called
Just
Admiral.
your first name.
Admiral, yeah. Just,
Admiral
Vice
Head.
listen,
or Viceroy. You call me
if you
Viceroy.
win-
Viceroy.
if you win,
Viceroy Admiral.
Viceroy.
Otto
which is
Admiral.
also a cigarette.
Viceroy.
Right,
Admiral.
Viceroys.
cigarette, that's right,
Viceroys.
Yeah,
Viceroys,
Viceroys.
But
Oh,
if you
my
win
God.
if you win the Mega Millions in Illinois,
Or you just call me Emperor. It's okay.
your life is going to become a living hell because
They announce who you
in
want.
Illinois you have to publish your name.
That's okay. And then I'm
No.
going to change it, and then I'm going to move to
No.
a compound with
You're
10
going to buy an
acres.
island with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and have a threesome.
And then your life just goes downhill from there.
That'd be the worst threesome because you wouldn't know if you're going to get fucked or shit on.
Some crazy stuff.
Oh, he knows. He's going to get shit on.
Well, and the good news, if I need some help, I'll make sure to call James Franco. He'll come to my rescue at any time I need him. So I'll put my- I'll put
I
my
don't
head on his
understand your
shoulder.
love with James Franco. Number one, he's not that attractive in any way,
No,
shape,
but
or
I'm
form.
saying
And I just don't think he's that good of an
No,
actor.
I'm just saying he's always there. He just happens to be there, right? When you need a shoulder to cry on, James Franco, just call him at 3 in the morning. He's right there.
If you had to
What?
bang a male actor, who would it be?
Oh, I mean, Liam Hemsworth, he's kind of hot, so I mean.
Oh Oh yeah.
He's working out all the time,
Yeah.
So.
Oh hell yeah.
And
Listen,
I saw a recent, I think it was a TikTok of him walking in some
course it
really
was.
exceptionally gay shorts, and he turns around. I'm like, it was the gayest thing I've ever seen. So you might have a shot at it.
Yeah.
okay.
Was Chris Hemsworth's the brother, right? Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, it could have been Chris or Liam.
I don't know. I don't know who's who anymore.
And
I
then
don't
isn't
know.
there like a third brother who's just not quite as attractive?
Right.
It was like Cooper Manning, the one who never played
yeah.
football.
yeah, exactly.
He's the one they kept locked up in the basement. Or
Wouldn't that suck if you were the third Hemsworth
Yeah.
brother and they're standing there and it's just like, oh, you're Thor. You're Thor's really attractive brother. And you're the other guy.
Yeah.
you still work on the farm in Australia. Oh, nar.
He's been setting this up since the beginning.
Oh my God! Wait, was this whole thing
Yeah.
about who
The
which
entire
male-
episode from start to finish has been scripted.
That was
just so you
good.
can do your terrible impressions.
Yeah.
Listen, here's what I'd like to do for next week. Could we just have an entire impression?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. Your shirt looks like the Australian flag. It's the green and the yellow, right? Isn't that the Australian flag?
Well, the duck
What?
doesn't.
Yeah, it's my Oregon Ducks, you
Yeah,
douche.
I know, but I can't see the duck with the.
You can't see my duck? Here, take a good Teddy, hold on.
Nice.
Take a good look at my duck.
The inside of your shirt with the green is the Australian. That's the color of the Australian flag, right? Isn't it green and yellow?
I don't
How
know.
the hell would I know, Ted? I
gonna
mean,
look
John's
it up,
gonna
though.
Google it.
Oh my God! Look it up.
John's
Okay.
obviously got.
He's gonna Google it.
all right, so I want to end it. I want to end this on this because this one has me stumped. Okay, this thing totally has me stumped. Okay, a transgender woman. Okay, and this is a person with a penis who says they are female. Went to a women's prison in New Jersey. Do you guys see this story?
I did not see that.
Anybody see this story?
I heard about. Yeah, I heard about that story.
Okay,
yes.
so again,
Yes.
a transgender woman
Yeah.
who's a person with a penis.
It's a biological male.
It's a biological
Yeah.
male who says they're a woman, went to a woman's
It's a dude.
yeah, went to a woman's prison in New Jersey, and almost immediately after knocked up 2 chicks.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so because he's a dude in a women's prison,
He's a dude.
which is just like, hey man, you're going to jail, but I'd like to give you a golden ticket. You're going to a woman's jail.
Just like the dude who won all those swim meets for Penn State. It was like it was because he's a dude. That's why he's winning. And then the only person he lost to was another dude. It's just that simple. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, because this person knocked up 2 female inmates, they moved her to a male prison, and now she is upset because people are calling her him and he, and the inmates are treating her badly because they don't understand her choices.
God.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's probably the least of her worries. So-
Well, here's what I have to say. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? Because I'm thinking the only way to deal with that is a penis prison and a vagina prison.
I honestly, I'm going to tell you that really throws me, the transgender stuff. I don't get it because you feel one thing inside. I don't know how you deal with that.
But I'm telling you,
Well, it's
I
actually
solved it.
easy.
Penis prison,
No, it's
vagina
easy.
prison.
When you do the strip search and you see whatever is between their legs, that's where you send them. That's where you
what
send
Matt's
them.
saying.
Yeah. So Ted, what if you have a really small dick and they accidentally think it's a clit?
Like a micro penis? It could be a large late. It could be a large. Yeah, that's a good question. Then we have to call in a specialist. We have to
So,
make sure.
like, I talk about this with my husband sometimes. Like, You're
married? You're married?
In 30 or
Sorry,
40
Ted.
years, are we going to be looking back and talking about transgender rights and be like, I can't believe we used to discriminate against how they, think or feel or whatever? And so it's confusing
Or
to say the least.
or
But
are we
I
going
also
to be like,
I think
what the
we.
fuck did we
know.
do? What
I
the
don't
fuck
know.
were we thinking?
I think we oversimplify it, and I do this. My daughter kind of pointed it out to me. Like we all use that example of, oh, this is bullshit. If LeBron James cut his penis off and went into the women's NBA, he would dominate them, right? But that's not typically.
Wait a minute.
or-
Wait a
oh,
minute. He has to cut his dick off.
Yeah, he's got to become a female.
Is it a dickectomy?
They'll save the head and make that the clit.
You sound like that. What's that one cartoon that laughs
minute.
like that? Where
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Beavis and Butthead.
Wait a minute. So this is a way for LeBron James to actually win again. So you're saying you've devised a way for LeBron James to not be a useless nothing in the NBA, to be a huge clitted master of the WNBA.
So
I'm
actually,
not-
all you got to do is just like what's that one basketball team that went to the Special Olympics where they were like
the
regular
team
guys
from Spain or
Spain,
something.
and they you
guys heard about
they
this,
won
right?
they won like the gold medal game, but they were all
That's-
like not mentally challenged.
Yeah. So this team, they went to the Special Olympics. This team from Spain, and none of them were special.
Maybe
were
they just thought they were actually special. Like,
no, they were
really
just
special
regular
people?
They were regular people. They dominated the Special Olympics
like
and
the
won.
little- it's like
and
the
they found
Mexican
out
Little
they were
Leagues.
all- yeah, they found out they were all just regular people. They just, where in your life do you make this terrible decision with your friends?
There's 7 guys sitting in a basement somewhere. There's got to be at least 8 guys on the team, right? Because it's a 5-man starting line.
Ted,
You can have 3 subs.
Ted, they're
So
sitting in a bar.
They're
You-
all
just like what we do.
They're all sitting together, saying, "Hey, you know what? This is a really good idea. We're gonna defraud the Special Olympics."
It's
Did they get
it's
together
like
with
the
Ron
Mexi-
DeSantis?
It's like the Mexican Little League where you have like 26-year-old grown men
like
pretending to be.
Remember that Danny Almonte kid? He was like
Yeah.
18, but he like you said he was like 14 or
12.
something.
I know.
Maybe it's like the real 8 idiots sitting in the basement deciding that they're going to do that.
I know Matt's wanting to wrap this up, so I just want to get 2 quick things in. One,
LeBron.
Yeah. So, back to LeBron. So the whole 3 quick things. 16 quick more things. No, it's just we all go to that simple example where you take this dominant, alpha male and make them a female. But there are kids, right, when they're 6 years old, who are born in the body of a boy who are inside feel like they're a girl. Those are the ones that really get hurt and whatever.
Yes.
And those
Well,
are
of
the
course,
ones that we need
of
to
course.
protect.
And that was really my point of,
Yeah.
years to come, we're going to look back and be like, we didn't know what to do with these, people
Right.
who were different than us, and we don't know how to, attend to them. And next thing you know, they're all just normal people in society, and nobody's even thinking about it.
And I also want to do this. And
Oh,
this
boy.
is I know.
And here comes the shitty
and,
part.
and my daughters are going to hate me for this, and I apologize ahead of time. This is the worst possible thing, but it's so fucking funny.
Maybe you should stop.
Yeah. Even I'm thinking that.
because you brought it up.
It's your
Blame
fault.
me, motherfucker.
It's your fault.
What's better than winning the special?
Absolutely not.
Oh boy.
Absolutely
No.
not.
All right, we'll skip it.
Absolutely not.
All right, we'll skip that. But let me read to you.
You can tell me later. I want to hear about it later, though.
Let me read
No,
to you.
you know what? Because we're not doing that. Hold on. Can I just say? So Jack and I went to go see Tom Segura, and I don't know if I mentioned this. Okay, and it was great. And then we listened.
He's a professional comic, by the way. For those
Professional
who
comic,
don't know.
fantastic.
So, yeah.
One of the funniest guys ever. And him and Bert Kreischer have this podcast. Okay, it's called 2 Bears, 1 Cave. Okay, and it's entertaining. And here's the problem I have with it. They talk about things, and then they say, "Oh, we're not going to talk about this," or they say, "Oh, turn off the mic, and I'm going to tell you." I never want to do that. Either we're going to say it,
Or we're not.
or we're not going to say it. And John's thing is something that we are not
We're not gonna
going
say.
to say.
I mean, he prefaced it with so many ways of saying I shouldn't say this
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yes,
So it's not gonna be good.
So
yeah.
instead, what I'm going
Instead.
what I'm
B,
going to do
Plan B, I like that.
is because I know there are so many of our listeners in Australia when Teddy was like, "It's green." The flag.
Hold on a second. I'm going to guess that it's either orange, red, or gray.
I
It has
guess. I guess.
I think isn't it red, white, and blue?
I guess totally wrong. I guess totally wrong on the flag.
So
Yeah.
my niece
Where's that from?
my niece and her fiance are in Australia right now, so this goes out. Shout out to them. And I love the language of flag people because they are full on nerds.
people.
Just real quick for our listeners, if I can kind of encapsulate the beauty of the Australian flag. The flag of Australia is based on the British blue ensign, a blue field with a Union Jack in the upper hoist quarter, augmented with a large white 7-pointed star and a representation of the Southern Cross, which I saw when I was in Africa, because you have to be in the Southern Hemisphere, of the Southern Cross constellation made up of 5 white stars. It's just gorgeous. And it's no green whatsoever.
Yeah, wait, hold
No.
on.
Where's the green and the yellow?
Yellow?
Then?
Johnny, where's the green and the
Yellow?
yellow again?
Oh, it's Jamaica. It's Jamaica.
so
was in the wrong-
similar.
I was in the wrong. I was close.
my
Australia,
God.
Jamaica. I was kind of in the same
Right.
in the same hemisphere. Yeah, I was.
And I won't even
my
do
bad.
a Jamaican accent.
My
'cause
bad.
That's horrible.
My bad.
Oh,
It's
no, because
Jamaica.
you know what? Because you know what? Here's a
I was
funny
thinking
thing.
of Bob Marley. My bad.
Teddy and I were playing golf a while back, and we were golfing with an Australian guy, and Teddy kept saying, "Are you Jamaican?" Because I can barely tell the difference between Australians and Jamaicans.
So similar.
They're so
Yeah.
similar, except for the music, and the flag.
And everything about
Yeah,
them.
I wasn't.
And
You
the
know,
flag.
I wasn't.
The music and the
colors.
flag. The color of the flag. I just don't understand it.
I think it's
don't
just the music and the flag.
The music and
Those
the
are the
flag.
only things that are different.
I wasn't an anthropology major in college, so I mean,
well,
I was
and
confused.
the
I
two
was
countries
confused.
are
Were
a little
you?
they're a little away from each other.
Were you?
I was
No.
not.
a few kilometers.
I
Yes.
took an anthropology course in college.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I did too.
I loved
too.
it.
I did too.
Australopithecus
Am I the only person that-
robustus.
Are you just saying? Did you say big boobs? And that's Latin for giant cans.
Big
and that,
head.
folks, is the end of the show. All right. Before we get out of here, Jackie, I will give you first shot at the last words that you would like to leave all these wonderful people with this terrible, horrible thing that we just called the Real 3 Idiots podcast.
This one is for Ted. I'm going to thank Brian for being on the show.
Why are you thanking Brian? He's not on the show right now. What the hell?
I'm really grateful to Brian.
Okay.
Wait.
Ted, I'm saving you for last. I'm sorry. Johnny, your last words that you are leaving these wonderful people with, besides the perfect description. And by the way, everyone's looking on their phone right now to see, is he full of shit? Oh, no, it has nothing to do with green and yellow. What would you like to leave our listeners with, Johnny?
I think we should do a full show on flags.
Or about just geography?
What? What was that?
Geography.
Americans are horrible at geography.
Play tectonics.
You know what? No, Johnny, before you get to your last words, you know what, Ted? Fuck you. Next week's show is on geography.
You know, I didn't say one
No.
F-bomb this whole show, did I?
Right.
I did not
Yeah,
cuss at all. This one
I don't care. I don't care.
You did enough cussing for
I'm
all
drinking,
of us, by the way.
I'm drinking heavy, and I'm going heavy, okay?
Since we've all been drinking, let me just clarify. He did not say geology.
He kind of did.
Wait,
geography.
did you hear about the guy who fell he fell inside Mount Vesuvius?
Yeah.
He was like taking a photo, and he actually fell inside Mount Vesuvius. Obviously, he's dead.
No,
of course,
no, he's
because-
not dead.
No, they found him?
So here's what happened. He's taking a picture. He drops his phone. He has to get his phone. He reaches for his phone. He falls into Mount Vesuvius, falls on a little ledge about 40 feet,
Oh, okay.
is literally 5 feet from falling into that giant crater and dying.
But he suffocated.
No, I thought they pulled him out.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, no.
He walked out into the snow and just died.
No, thousands and thousands of dollars were spent saving this asshole who bent down to get his phone and pulling him out of there. He is perfectly alive
Wow.
and perfectly
That's a
fine.
miracle.
But yeah, listen, when you drop your phone, for all you dumb shits
Leave it.
that can't live without that piece of shit, when you drop it, just leave it and you can get another one or fall into Mount Vesuvius.
Oh, dude, here's our next tip for 20s.
Fall in the Mount
When you
Vesuvius.
get robbed, just give them your phone and your wallet and walk away, hopefully alive.
What? No, you drop your phone so they look down,
And
you
run.
pull out your pistol, and you start jacking them. Okay.
And you're a hero.
You're Sig Sauer.
Yeah. Dude, if no, go ahead. I'm gonna save mine. Johnny, what's your last words? Go ahead.
I got it. I'm done.
Okay. So here's the thing I'm gonna leave everybody with, okay? Get online and find this gun. Find this brand new Sig Sauer gun. This is the most lethal thing that any gun company has made.
You know, you're just giving him free advertising right now, right?
And then make your choice, because some
call your congressman.
asshole in your neighborhood, in your town, who goes to your school or something is going to have one of these things, and you need to make sure they don't, because there is nothing that can stop this. Nothing. This is an army. This is a wipe out people murder machine that is now available in gun stores near you.
And just a quick
Walmart.
And just a quick shout out to
No,
them.
I don't think Walmart sells guns anymore.
Yeah, they stopped. I
They
think.
stopped.
It, like all over the country?
You know,
Maybe everywhere but Texas.
Right.
But there is a Mothers Against Governor Abbott who are advertising in Texas now, and they have like a ad campaign, and they're like, someone voted to allow an 18-year-old to get a gun and carry that gun without a permit. And they go on and on and on with all the bad things that have happened. And
don't vote for them.
Yeah.
For the love of God, don't vote for them.
Right.
Because if they're using that gun for hunting, the only thing they're hunting is people.
yeah.
The only thing they're hunting is people. I'm sorry, man. All right. So listen, I love the show. Sorry, I just jumped out there. For everybody who's got headphones on, I just made you deaf. All right. What a great show. Jackie, thank you for being here. Ted, gosh, I wish you weren't here all the time. Johnny, thank you. Thanks for being here. I love what we do. This is awesome. I cannot wait for next week. If it works out, I'm going to have a very, very special guest who is not related to me and is not someone any of us know. I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers. You guys should be praying to whatever God thing or whatever that you pray to.
Golden idol.
Oh, man. That's it.
Golden calf? Like
Yeah.
Moses? Yeah.
Whatever
Exactly.
it is.
All right. So we will see, have a great weekend, and we will see everybody next week.